Hello. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for joining me on this Telegram channel on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojola for Mindset Transformation Africa, and I want to talk about the feeling of being worried, the feeling of worry, all right? We've been talking about when you feel a feeling, what you can do immediately about it that will alleviate that particular feeling. So, when you feel worried, practice mindfulness and being present. When you feel worried, practice mindfulness and being present. One thing I know from experience, whenever I feel worried about anything, is because I'm rather in my future or in my past. I'm never really present. All right. I'm already thinking about the consequence of, no, not really the consequence or the outcome. Consequence too can go, Jerry. The outcome of what will happen. All right. The outcome, what is possible in the future if this money I'm looking for did not happen today. Did you get? I feel tensed and worried. Maybe there are bills that are due. Maybe I have some bank loans to clear, and I'm already thinking about the repercussion of that. That will cause worry. So worry is not about about what is happening to you. Nah, worry is about what you think will be the result of what is happening to you. That is living in the future. Worry is about, I've done something yesterday. This is possible, that this is the possibility of, this thing might happen, this thing can happen. Do you understand my point? So worry is never in the present. Yes, you are feeling worried in the present moment, but worry never happens presently. Do you get my point? Worry never really happens presently. Worry is something that is, you are bringing your future to your now, or you are bringing your past to your now. So that is why I recommend practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is not a state that you get to and say, I'm always mindful. It's something that you keep practicing. It's a daily thing. You keep practicing it. Being present is not easy in this loud world. It's not easy to be present in this world is going faster and faster by the minute with technology advancement and all. This world is going faster by the minute. Everything is demanding our attention and all that. So practicing mindfulness is not easy. It is simple, but it is not easy to achieve. Nevertheless, it is recommended. I recommend this to you. Practice mindfulness and being present whenever you feel worried. What are you worried about? Can you think about it for a minute? What are you really worried about? Will what you're worried about affect you now? Like the consequence of what you're worried about, is it already happening? Or it is going to happen? It might, not going to, it might happen sometimes in the future. You will discover this 90 to 100% of the time. What you are worried about might happen in the future. So there is also high probability that it might not happen. Parents are often worried about what their kids will turn into, whether they will live to see the day, whether they will be alive. We as parents worry about a lot of things upon our kids. Do you understand? So, but most of the things we worried about, sometimes when my kids are 8 and 5 now, when they were still little, I worry that maybe they will speak. Will they speak? Will this guy speak? Will this guy be able to talk? Now they are talking, they can't stop talking. Will he run before he can crawl? Will this guy be able to run? Those things come up in my mind and all. So, but one thing I've learned is that I Google things. Like I just ask, a child is now 4 weeks old. What do I expect? Studies, many people will have written articles about it. I read it, I say, this guy is on the milestone, he's keeping track. So that helps me to come back to the present moment and say, be with your 4 weeks old baby, not anticipating your 20-year-old young adult. Do you understand my point? Be with who you have. I have an 8-year-old boy now. Be with your 8-year-old son and not with a 35-year-old young man. Because 35 years old young man is not here yet. The person that is before you is an 8-year-old boy. The person that is before you is a 5-year-old boy. Be with this guy right now. That has helped me a lot to understand that, see, however anxious I am about how they will turn out in the future, it's their future. No matter how long I want to live, I might not even see the prophecies that will come to pass in their lives. So it's important for me to be grounded in the now, because all I have is this present moment. And I will not use or misuse or abuse or waste this present moment worried about what they will be in the future that I might not feature in. Do you get my point? So it's important for you to understand that bringing yourself back to the present moment will help you alleviate the feeling of worry. Bringing yourself back to now will help you alleviate the feeling of worry. Live in the moment. Try to intentionally bring an open and a discerning attention to everything that you do. For example, I'm recording this podcast right now. Imagine me recording this podcast and thinking about my work tomorrow. It doesn't make sense. You will feel it. Whatever you're listening, you will feel that I'm not with you. You will feel the distance between us. There will be a disconnect because my mind is not in what I'm saying. But because my mind is in what I'm saying, you feel the energy. You feel it because I am present in these things. That's exactly what I'm recommending to you. I have things going on in my life that I don't like, right? But when I press record and I'm doing this and I'm giving this value, I am here. When I'm done, I go back to the shits I'm dealing with. Do you understand? So it's important for you to also do that. Whatever you're doing, whether you are washing your clothes or you are washing a plate or you are watching news or whatever you are doing, do it. Do it. Don't be doing something and thinking about another thing. That will make you worry. That will exacerbate the feeling of worry in you. But whatever you do, if you are playing with your kids, play with them. If you are helping them with their homework, be there. Don't be thinking about their school fees. You have enough time to think about their school fees. That's what Jesus said when it was written about him in the scriptures, that live tomorrow. There's enough trouble in tomorrow for it when it comes. Be here today. Live in the present moment. And that's exactly what I will recommend to you. And another thing that will help you practice mindfulness and being present is accept yourself. All right? See, the reason why people lie a lot is because they don't like themselves. When you don't like yourself, you hate other people too, because you cannot give what you don't have. And when you don't like yourself, you worry a lot about what people are thinking about you. How are they judging you? See, 90% of the people, if not 100% of the people that you think are thinking about you don't even give a shit about you. They are not thinking about you at all. You are the only one thinking they are thinking about you. They are not. They don't give a hoot about who you are. They are not thinking about you. Your life doesn't revolve. Their life doesn't revolve around you. And that's why it gets messy when you allow people to live in your head rent-free. Do you understand? It causes you to worry needlessly. So, accept yourself. Treat yourself the way you will treat a very good friend. Do you understand? Most people don't even know how to treat themselves well. Treat yourself well. And it's not about taking yourself out and eating or drinking yourself to stupor. No. It's about the feeling. Feel good about yourself. Feel good about your life. Feel good about you. Do you really like yourself? Do you really accept yourself? I will recommend you do. And finally, breathe. Focus on your breathing. Breathe slowly, breathe calmly. Breathe. It will help you alleviate this feeling of worry. It will help you read it. You will be able to manage it. So when you feel worried, practice mindfulness and being present. Thank you for listening to me on today's episode. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.